my time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, pinching it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Oh, we've got a top 5 matchup again at the Gotta Get It Classic. Muskegon, number 2 in the state of Michigan, taking on Brother Rice. My name is Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick. Day, it's game 4. Sir, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. I made the road trip today. Good stuff here on the west side of the state. Always a pleasure to be a part of the Gotta Get It Classic. We did it, what 3 years ago, 4 years ago when it first started? Yeah. And here we are again, Chad.
Glad to be back. Glad to be back with you as well. Let's start with Muskegon. Now 8-0 on the year, undefeated. Really the only undefeated team left that's in the top 20. What should we know about Muskegon?
They're good at basketball. No, I mean, they got size, they have athleticism, but they also have the shooting that takes them to an excellent team. You know, just going through the stats before that, 6 players on their team are shooting about 40% from the three-point line. They're an up-tempo team. They like to push the pace. They're just a fun team to watch, and they're going to be one of the teams that's left standing here in Michigan come time Breslin rolls around.
And on the other side of the coin, you got a program in Brother Rice, a lot of pedigree.
Yep.
Look, Rick's got his guys ready. They playing with a little chip on their shoulder, and a lot of folks underestimated Brother Rice, but here they find themselves back in the top 5, led by the senior Williams and several more. As we look at the starting 5, Greg Grays, who came over in the offseason, has been a wonderful addition. He's a junior, and he's been a pleasure to coach. Rick Palmer excited to have Greg Grays. Logan Hamama, a senior that's paid his dues at the point guard spot. Jeremiah Caffey, a do-everything guy that can hit the 3 at a forward spot. And it's David Williams' team. Make no mistake, the 6'2 point guard who has played outstanding in his senior year. And Williams really makes this team go and can take them over the top with or without scoring. Let's meet Muskegon. And a Muskegon team that's led by James Martin. Their top scorer is third year on varsity. He's got mid-major offers all over. Western Michigan, Central Michigan, UAD. David Cross Jr., he's the captain at 5'9". He's the other guard. And then the transfer, Daryl Tompkins from right here at East Kentwood, a guy that has great court vision and one of their top defenders. Elijah Langston in the front court at 6'7". He's committed to Ferris State. Strong shooter and rebounder. And then Keyshawn Johnson, the Ferris State commit at the wing at 6'5", and they are coached by one of the best. And the AD as well, Keith Guy, for the Muskegon Big Red.
Yeah, you were talking a little bit about Brother Rice and about how it's a different year for Coach Palmer. He doesn't have that superstar that you got to force the ball to, and it's really been embraced by Brother Rice. I don't want to say they're the 04 Pistons, but when you think of a team like that, they're stronger because you got a bunch of guys playing together instead of trying to just facilitate one superstar. With that being said, Coach Palmer's like, give me a superstar anytime you want. But here we go.
They lost Elijah Williams in the offseason as well, with the Monty Williams firing of the Pistons. His son did not return, understandably so. But Brother Rice is bonded together, and they're arguably better than they were a season ago. Muskegon basketball left to right. This is Keyshawn Johnson. Dump into the post. They feed James Martin, their top scorer. His fadeaway from 14 is fresh. 2-0 Muskegon.
Yeah, what a great jump shot right over Grays with the extended hand. It's one of those where you're in the gym practicing shooting over the broom.
Right.
That's that exercise.
Brother Rice will spread it out offensively. It's a brutal 6-game stretch for Brother Rice that they're amongst. They played Catholic Central yesterday and beat their rivals from Novi badly. But a surprise season and team in Brother Rice. 15-footer from Williams, no. Big boy rebound, Trevor Smith. Back to the top side, 3 from Graysno, out of bounds. And Brother Rice will keep it for their 3rd shot on this side of the court.
Yeah, that's going to bode well for Brother Rice in this game. We talked about Muskegon's size, so getting on that glass, especially on those offensive rebounds, is going to help a lot.
So, Hamama to the corner. Gray's rip drive baseline. Reverse, no, but a foul. And that is Greg Grays, who's been a pleasant addition. Division I interest, 18 points, 9 rebounds for him on the year as an average.
Yeah, coach says you could just expect 12 out of him the minute he steps on the court. He's going to get it somehow. Then we'll draw up plays for him, and that's where the extra 6 points comes in. But he's a walking bucket.
Nets it here. Guy that has fit in so well, a great teammate, Rick Palmer says. Easy to coach. Some guys come in, they expect to, supreme treatment, special treatment.
Well, and that's the thing when you don't have that supreme star. Everybody on the team thinks they have a chance and will play a little extra harder for each other because you're not playing for just one guy. Seeing a little full court half trap picking up.
It's giving him headaches, nearing a 10-second call and a travel. Muskegon in all kinds of flux, and finally it's a 10-second call. How about the defense by Rice and the wrinkle?
Yeah, Hamama is a guy we saw play last year, and he's just all-out effort at all times. Just a tough-nosed kid and tough to get by, and there you see on the replay.
Hamama into Williams, the senior leader. Williams trying to play at the next level as well. Grays hides behind that Trevor Smith screen. Trevor Smith, 6'7" forward, really coming into his own this year. He can shoot it from there, but he hands off to Gray and says, you shoot it. No shot. Tip back is up in the net. And up on the wire, rather, and that's a turnover.
Yeah, and hit the shot clock. And for those who don't know, this tournament does have a shot clock in the state of Michigan, 35 seconds, so you're going to see some more action than you normally would in a high school game.
Add some fun to it.
I love it.
Nobody's taking the air out of the ball today. Top of the circle, Muskegon being trapped, and Muskegon turns it over. And Brother Rice has shown some kind of peskiness defensively that the Big Reds are all out of sorts.
Yeah, you could tell these two teams are kind of like heavyweight boxers in the first round, just kind of feeling each other out here in this first quarter. But Brother Rice is showing that they got the physicality to hang with the sizable team like Muskegon.
Each team with 2 points, 2 minutes gone by, early going to the first quarter. Daryl Tompkins Jr. playing on his former home court, checking Hamama. Smith hands off to Grays. Williams, rather. Shot no good from the mid-post.
A tough miss by Williams there, a nice pick.
Daryl Tompkins circles back and resets. Rice speeds him up. Topside three, cross no. Offensive rebound Langston, stick back no. And Rice comes out of it clean.
Rice crashing the boards with everybody they have to make sure that that size of Muskegon isn't taking away these rebounds.
Hamama. Grays against Cross. It's a very tight man-to-man. Splash City. How about it? That's Williams from three. Brother Rice with a three-point advantage. And sticky defense and a trap and a timeout by head coach Keith Guy. We'll take it with them. So Brother Rice with a 5-2 advantage in the early goings of the first quarter.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
That's Rick Palmer. He's going for victory number 100 in his career today. He got his handicap down to 0 last year.
What?
He is a scratch golfer, currently a 1. Oh, man, Rick Palmer's a good one. Plays out of Oakland Hills. And he's got this team playing impressive basketball, not just in this game, but this season, Stick.
Yeah, and you think it's, I asked him during our phone call if it's a little bit more fun for him. He was too reserved to say that, but you know, as a coach, to take the challenge of not having that big superstar and building a team, it's got to be fun.
That's Trevor Smith with the lay-in off the fresh feed from David Williams, and Brother Rice is up 5 with 4:20 to go.
And this press is causing some havoc for Muskegon.
Yes, sir. Kick to the corner, open three. That's Langston, no good. So a rough shooting performance for Muskegon, 1 of 5 to start this game. Smith, cross court. Caffey, 3.
That was a tough angle. He was almost behind the backboard when he let that go.
Caffey, the senior at 6'3", shot up no good. Rebound Muskegon. Down the avenue and out of bounds. It'll stay with Muskegon.
Yeah, Brother Rice, to this point, they are clogging that lane and making Muskegon earn everything. They're going to have to kind of shoot some mid-range jump shots or get that three-point shot going because the lane is clogged right now.
Neither team has really stroked it that efficiently. 2 of 7 is Brother Rice. Rip drive, lost it. That's Keyshawn Johnson at 11 points a game. Behind the back pass. Sebastian Thrower is checked into the game for Brother Rice. Williams resets. Smith with a high ball screen.
They've been running that high ball screen every time down the court. They love this action.
Williams for 3 again. No good. Trevor Smith nearly had it, but one out by Tompkins. James Martin in the corner had it stolen, and a travel by Williams after that steal.
Yeah, great defense by Williams. They're able to get his body in front and get the strip, but then a shuffle of the shoes gives it right back over to Muskegon. And Muskegon, you can tell they're kind of getting a little frustrated right now. They're going to have to find something in their offense to get going. James Martin may be that guy.
He might be.
13.3 points a game. He can score.
Big time prospect. Oh. Attack first step, Tompkins. No. Tip back, no. Rim protection by Rice. And Muskegon can't get anything to fall.
Yeah, Elijah Langston down there on the glass. You like it, though. He didn't come down with the rebound. I hate when big men grab the rebound, then come down and try to dribble it. He stays large. He keeps it up high. He just can't knock it in. And there you see 5 guys in the paint for Brother Rice. They are crashing this defensive rebounding.
To the line is Elijah Langston. Guy who's committed to Ferris State. Shooter, rebounder, and a guy that's tough to check because he's so versatile.
60% free throw shooter, knocks down both of them. It's a good sign.
Never bad beating the odds. So, it's the backup point guard Thrower across the timeline. Greg Grays feeds the post. Trevor Smith, kick out, pass, Lamb, 3. And just runs out again. Second time we've seen a 3-ball do that. Martin, the top scorer the other way. Try to get something going, just 2 points in this game. Lost it on the way to the hole, out of bounds. And the Big Red will keep it.
Yeah, the official had a choice there. He could either give him the possession or call a foul. He elected to give him the possession. But that's the guy I want to see be aggressive is James Martin for Muskegon. I like that on that drive, taking it to the hoop.
Also number 20.
Adam Tribal, the freshman, checks into the lineup for Brother Rice. Corner kick. This is Arquez Petty, 3-year varsity player and a football guy. And a blocking foul for Brother Rice. It'll go on number 21. That's Sebastian Thrower. Tompkins with great court vision, transferred from East Kentwood. 3-ball from distance, and Langston's long with it. Muskegon 0 for 3 from downtown. Williams cuts to the hole, mid-post, hanger, and banger. David Williams for 2.
Yeah, that's a couple times he's had that little mid-range jumper, so if he can knock those down consistently, that's going to be a good look for Brother Rice.
The boys from Birmingham with a 5-point lead. In this low-scoring first quarter, 90 seconds left. Rice gets another stop.
Now, we've seen Lamb play before. We know he can hit that three-point shot, too. He can get going.
Tribal out to Williams, who resets this offense. Jeremiah Caffey. 9 on the timer. And Williams wants it. And he wants it against Petty. Pull up 3, no. Another rim out with the same kind of action. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Brother Rice. They'll get a fresh 35.
Yeah, Brother Rice got a fortunate bounce there off the rim. Everybody timed it for it to bounce off once. Then it nicks it just again, throws off every rebounder. And Brother Rice able to come up with this one.
Those are the bounces that only Dennis Rodman knew where they were going.
He could tell, right?
Yeah.
He knew. And that's what the great rebounders do.
Into Lamb. Out to Caffey, and a bump and a foul. That's going to go on Brother Rice. Sebastian Thrower, the guilty party.
I think he's going to get David Williams for that.
You're right about that. He'll have to check out. Logan Hamama will check back in.
Brother Rice with a lot of bench players to end this first quarter.
Yeah, both teams playing a lot of guys.
Yeah, deep team.
Keyshawn Hinkle will also check in, a senior forward at 6'3". He's a 3-and-D guy.
Whoa.
Kick to the right block. The slam, no, but a whistle and a foul. Oh, the fiery feet from Tompkins to the elevating Langston, who couldn't finish.
Yeah, what a beautiful pass by Tompkins. You're going to see him here at the top of the key break it down. Then a left-handed no-looker. Tompkins going up, but you got to give it up to Jeremiah Caffey. No free chili.
Ricky Moe.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the second foul on Caffey as the free throw falls through.
There you go. Once again, knocking down free throws. Elijah Langston, 3 for 3 today.
They seem to add up. No good, but an offensive rebound. No shot, foul on the floor. But the Big Reds get another chance, and they're trying to inch their way a little closer.
And that's just what makes this team so tough. I mean, they got length at every position. Even on a missed free throw, when you have box out position, they're able to out-jump you and get the ball.
It's been a rough offensive game for both teams. Muskegon's 1 of 11 in this game. Brother Rice is 3 of 11 in this game.
What a great job East Kentwood has done with this tournament, too. Pulling up, parking lots absolutely full. You walk in, it's a really nice facility. They got the concessions rolling. Saw him bring the smoke machines out for the introduction. Like, what's that guy doing with a cart with a light on it? Oh, that's for the introductions.
The DJ's here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a full atmosphere. They do it right. They got to get it classic. Mike Thomas and T-Trick Thomas. I mean, just a stellar performance. Class act, and it's fun to be a part of it. We're grateful. Hamama to the hole. No, tip back Trevor Smith. Can't fall. And here comes Muskegon, who could tie or take the lead and get the last shot if they want. They don't want.
A little bit out of control. You could tell he was getting frustrated with Hamama riding him all the way up the court. And the minute he felt the pressure, he spun back the other way. Here you see pressure, pressure. All right, I don't feel it anymore, but there's a big man right in the middle.
He's just a freak athlete. Solid three-point shooter, too. Haven't seen that from him in this game yet. Tompkins, little crossover, step back, triple time. How about it? And Muskegon takes the 1-point lead as time winds down in the first quarter. So, a little run, 6-0 run by Muskegon to take the lead.
Yeah, it doesn't take much when it's a low-scoring first quarter. You go on that 6-0 run, it pushes you in the lead. There you see the release, the rotation, and the splash.
Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. The Gotta Get It player of the game is proudly sponsored by the Greenbrier, America's resort, a world-class resort, and a National Historic Landmark set among West Virginia's majestic Allegheny Mountains. Oh, the Greenbrier. And I think we can get to the promised land. We got to throw stick in that somewhere.
What's going on?
We got 2 foursomes headed down to this Greenbrier. Only
Done.
The best course in America.
Done.
Chase,
Sold.
yeah, you're under consideration. I think you get in the top 8. I think you keep doing replay like you did so far. You're in. We got a lot of candidates.
Big story of that first quarter. Muskegon living at the free throw line. 5 of 6 from the free throw line, scoring half their points there. Brother Rice only getting there twice, but the shooting percentage on both sides. 16% field goals for Muskegon, 25% for Brother Rice. Can only go up from here, Chad.
Pillow fight offensively, but we've seen toughness on the floor.
No, it's incredible defense.
That's right. Between the rings, this is Grays. 18-footer, no good. Fight by Smith. But it goes back to the Big Red, who won last night against Byron Center. Of course, Byron Center won the first game that we called earlier. A town I know you're quite fond and familiar of.
Love the people of Byron Center.
They said to say hello. They
Send my
missed
regards.
you.
Yeah, likewise. All these communities are great up here. When I worked for 104.5 SNX.
That's right. You got some roots here.
Yeah.
Tompkins had it blocked by Lamb, and Lamb got hit in the head, no call.
It was a smart veteran move by Lamb there.
Williams for 3. Rim off, no. Big boy rebound by the great football athlete Arquez Petty.
A little fake alley-oop. I love that.
Ben Johnson would appreciate that one.
Yeah, James Martin just went up like he was getting an alley-oop, and the ball wasn't even close to him. He was just having fun, making his defender think.
Oh, man. Here's another
awesome.
look at it
Yeah,
here.
look at, I'm going, hey, okay, volleyball slap.
Now, I'm not trying to be a get-off-my-lawn guy, but isn't it a technical if you slap the net like that?
If the ball's being shot.
Ah, okay.
Because then it's
Okay.
considered.
I thought if you did a net hit like that, you're in trouble. Okay, all right. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble now. Just trying to learn the rules on that.
Over here snitching.
Yeah, no snitching here. Arquez Petty knocks a split pair. So a minute into the second quarter, Muskegon by 2.
See if they go back to that high pick and roll. There it is.
Williams back to Grays. They've been outstanding backcourt mates, fit in very well. Pamano with 15 on the timer, and the Muskegon pressure heating up. They want to take away the top player. There's a steal. Smith throws it away. Too strong with a shot, but the rebound by Petty is down. He scored the last 3.
Yeah, and you can feel the momentum picking up in the gym for Muskegon, too. Everybody loving that switch defense, the man-to-man defense that Muskegon's playing right now. And you can tell the intensity's picked up.
Williams around a high ball screen, bumped on his way down the boulevard. That'll be just the first foul of the second quarter.
And that's what it felt like. That first quarter, they were kind of feeling each other out. Now Muskegon feels like they're kind of asserting their will on Brother Rice.
Both teams with 3 field goals in this game. That's it. And they've shot 14 and 15 times respectively. Not a Picasso. But the gritty defense should be noted. Brother Rice coming off a big win last night over Catholic Central, their rival. 30-ish point victory. Attack, Grays too strong. Big boy rebound by Kenye Foley at 6'8".
Yeah, not only the rebound, but going up and affecting that shot. He didn't block it, but he definitely changed it.
Short with a shot. Rebound pulled off by Trevor Smith. Rice on the run. Lamb to the rack. Off the glass. Counted and a foul. Jacob Lamb. High off the glass. through contact.
And I love this decision by Lamb. Your team's struggling from the field. You got the defender even with you on your hip. Go ahead, take that shot, force the contact, get to the line like he's doing. Those are the types of manufactured points that Brother Rice is going to have to come up with against the Muskegon.
Lamb's that guy that can add a lot to their punch offensively.
Well, we've seen when Muskegon can set their half-court defense, it is very formidable.
No question. It's been a very low turnover Brother Rice team, just 3 in this game so far. The Big Reds have also taken care of the rock with just a few flip-flops themselves. Martin, pull up, jumper no. And the clear out by Williams, who wants to run. 4 on 3, leaves it back for Grace, 4-3, Splash City.
And that's just teamwork. That's something that develops in practice, knowing I can drop this off to my guy and he's going to knock down the three-pointer. You can tell those two are comfortable playing with each other.
Already. 15-foot floater in and out, tough luck roll, ball in the air, and Brother Rice wins out the war with Lamb.
And the battle for rebounds are no joke in this game.
Down the avenue, Lamb, and get that man a rack of them. How about it for number 3 for Rice, who scored the last 4 for the orange and black. Alley-oop, lefty, no good. Trevor Smith grabs the rock, and here comes Rice on the run. Brother Rice with a 3-point lead. No good for Williams as it pops out. Lamb on the deck forces the tie-up along with Hamama, and that's the grit you see on the other end from Brother Rice. They're not afraid to play that way as well.
Yeah, Hamama will be the first on the ground whenever the ball is there, but here we get a look at the attempt at this alley-oop. That's what they were showing off earlier where they didn't throw the pass. That time, tried to throw it down lefty, and then you see Brother Rice coming back on the other end. Missing their shot, loose ball.
A great hustle. Corner 3 short. Lamb with another rebound. He's been good off the bench.
He's gaining confidence as this game goes on.
Yeah.
And Rick Palmer's riding it.
Williams Gray's 18-footer short. Fight by Rice, and they win the battle off the leg of the Big Red.
Sebastian Thrower gets all the credit in the world. He's not going to get the rebound on that, but his effort alone forced that to be Brother Rice's ball. He went up against 2 Muskegon defenders.
Brother Rice has held Muskegon to just 3 of 20 from the floor. There's a turnover, though. 3-on-2 developing to the rack. Petty, had it blocked. Who else? Lamb. Oh. Woo. Oh.
I mean, he didn't only block the shot, he blocked the man. Look at it, he's going up for the layup, and Lamb throws everybody to the ground and hits him with a little flex on top of it.
Oh, boy, has Lamb made his presence known. No sheep here. Lamb says, get off me.
And that's the second time Lamb has forced the contact by a trailing defender. He's locked in right now, Chad.
Yep, give that man that ball. Williams has spread it. It's a Brother Rice offense, a little more speed spread this year. Nate Oates, Josh Baker, a lot of influence. How about that?
Take.
Strong take for Williams, and Brother Rice's lead is 5. Grays with a steal, Euro step, score! And the Brother Rice run of 6 has Rick Palmer on the floor, pumping both fists.
Man, right before that play, David Williams with an absolutely great take into the big fella. And that's what you do with a shot blocker, right, Chad? You go straight to their body so they cannot use their length, and here you see the take. I mean, that is a big fella he's going up against, but he gets in his body, then fades away. Beautiful shot.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
That's Keith Guy. He's the head coach. And look at his record over 9 years. 432 overall wins. Muskegon Heights, 93 grad, went to Ferris State. Played a couple seasons at Muskegon Community College. Also went to Central Michigan, Fire Up. And his son, Cameron Martinez, remember him? He went and played safety at Ohio State. Well, he's now doing great things at Boston College in the Big East.
I just love that profile picture that he gave you. You know, fingers crossed, like I'm all business sitting at the desk.
He's a smooth operator now.
Oh, look at that
Guy,
suit.
I mean, Keith Guy is also the athletic director. And he's got his assistants as well.
There
Josh Wall, Deshaun Thrower, and Takari Churchwell. Of course, Deshaun Thrower on his staff, the former Mr. Basketball, Stony Brook, Ferris State et al. Won a national title at Ferris State. Likes that 3 ball, passed it up here. That's Elijah Langston. The big boy at 6'7", committed to Ferris State.
Yeah, he's a big boy, but he likes to hang out on that 3-point line. I'd love to see him down on the block using that size.
I'm with you. Right corner air ball 3. That's from Donnell Lawrence, who's checked in. He's a wide receiver on the football team and a dang good one. Between the rings with 2:24 to go, Williams the point guard, being held, no call. Rick Palmer can't believe it.
They're letting him play some physical defense.
And that call a little late.
But that seems like that's what's going to force the whistle, right? A turnover or something that's not natural. But if you keep the dribble alive and you get bumped a little, these officials don't seem to be calling it, and I like that. Why do you think these guys hit the gym? Not to take contact?
It's a tough blue-collar sport. These two teams know that. Lamb, who had a strong second quarter, back to Grays for 3, no. And Muskegon looking for their first field goal stick of this second quarter with 2 minutes left, and there it is.
It could have been an and one as well. James Martin does a great job patrolling that baseline. That's 3 times so far in this game that he's cutting and moving without the basketball.
Pretty impressive. 5-point game.
Well, you love that. I mean, the motion without the basketball is half the game. A lot of people get caught up watching the game, and you can get yourself a lot of points just by being in the right spot.
Williams over the 6'7" frame. No, Grays has his back. And offensive foul. Standing in to take the heady charge is the top scorer and freak athlete, James Martin.
And you see Grays crashing the board from the guard position, and yeah, great call by the official. He was there in time.
Coming in for the Big Reds, number 4, Tompkins.
So the offensive foul on Grays. His second. Grays was 7 points. Williams was 7. And James Martin leads the way with 6. Steele, Trevor Smith, and Brother Rice. Bullet past a Lamb, went through his legs. Hamama has his back.
Yeah, Smith would have seen Lamb just a little bit earlier. He had a wide open layup.
David from the right elbow cans it, and Brother Rice gets it out to a touchdown lead on the west side of the state.
And I like that they're going with that mid-range jumper. That seems to be a nice sweet spot for them against Muskegon.
Williams now with 9 in the game to take the high in the building. 40 seconds left, 20 on the shot clock. Tompkins, beautiful pass, left wing 3, got it. That's Muskegon. That's their second triple of the game, and it comes by way of Lawrence. Donnell Lawrence, the outstanding wide receiver in football at 5'10".
Yeah, 40% three-pointers on the year. And there you see why he's confident shooting that shot.
So, back to a 4-point game. Brother Rice has had the lead most of this game. Williams with a step back and a living right roll for number 23 and a flex to end the first half. Brother Rice by 6. Williams with 11. but the Warriors defense really the statement and story of this first half.
Yeah, the Warriors defense and Williams with that mid-range jumper. And we got to also show love to Lamb coming in. He kind of sparked Brother Rice when it looked like Muskegon was starting to put the clamps on him. But here you see him, step back, mid-range jumper, shooter's roll. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
What's up, y'all? Jaden Nunn at Baylor University. My favorite memory of a Gotta Get It Hoop class was playing Clarkston. You know, had great competition. Make sure y'all pop out the Gotta Get It Hoop class on January 11th. Make sure y'all be there.
I had to figure it out the hard way. No, I don't care a little bit of ski.
The opportunity for her to get the hands-on experience in the kitchen.
It really refuels his passion. He's cooking every day, all day. Every time they make something, he comes home and makes it all over again.
Welcome back to the Gotta Get It Classic, the 6th annual Gotta Get It Classic. Muskegon trails Brother Rice the half by 6 points. Special guest to my left, Mikey Wolford, student assistant to the head coach, Mike Thomas. Gotta Get It Classic, jack of all trades. You've done it all. You're a student at East Kentwood. I know you're heavy involved in politics. I mean, you're involved in so much. How do you balance it all? You're a busy young man.
You know, I'd say it's definitely by the season for me. When it's in the fall, I'm mostly politics every 2 years or every 4 years. And then the rest of the time, I'm kind of with Coach Mike a lot of the times. You know, last year, Coach Mike even got involved in the spring with some of the politics kind of side of so he let me get some voter registration events going with some of our players from last year. Ja Hatchett, he's now at Putnam Science Academy. We did some stuff with him. So, yeah, it's definitely difficult sometimes, but I'm just glad to be a part of so many different great things.
Being a part of the Gotta Get It Classic, I know, has brought a new element to Mike Thomas's group and to you and opportunities. Tell us a little bit about this event, behind the scenes, and how much work it takes to put this thing together.
Well, I mean, this is the best story I can tell to really put it in perspective. 3 nights ago, I got a text from Coach Mike after one of our games, and he said, let's get these 12 teams locked in for next year. So it's like, before this one even happened, we're already planning for next year. But no, I mean, it's great. It's we just pride ourselves in being great for the players, for the coaches, for the media, for everyone here. We just want it to be a great experience. I think you see that today. I mean, I would say this is the best hoop classic we've had at East since Mike's been over here at East Kentwood. So, and we've still got 2 more great games to go and second half in this one.
How about East Kentwood's win over Renaissance? Congratulations on your team's victory, a well-fought win and a notable win against a team that's in the lead to take the PSL. How does it feel after that, and what were you guys talking about?
it's awesome. We needed that win. We had a tough game last night against Rockford. We came into this week. We've preached since last Sunday, that this was a huge week. We needed to go 2-0. We dropped that one on Friday. But and Jeremiah Cook, who was our leading scorer today, G of the game with you guys, probably in the lead for overall tournament MVP as it sits right now. But he struggled. He only had 3 or 5 points against Rockford the other night. He came back today, had 29. You know, there's been some external things going on there with him, but he really stayed focused, locked in today, came big for us. That's a great Renaissance team. We lost to King earlier in the year, who they beat last night, so that was kind of good to beat. We're 1-1 with the PSL, and then I got to give a shout out to our big man Andrew Kenny and Samuel McCall. They didn't necessarily fill up the stat sheet tonight, and especially Kenny, you know, against a team like Renaissance, those big men aren't going to be doing all that much, but those guys have been huge for us this year.
And the youth of your team, I know, is a constant theme. And you wait for that breakout, that bust out, that game that's going to just galvanize everybody. Is this the game that could do that?
I think so. We had one similar to it last weekend against Port Huron Northern at the Mike Turner Classic. We had a double-digit win there. This one we won in a close one. I think we're right on the cusp, man. The OK Red is something super different than what we see in our non-conference schedule that Coach Mike gets going for us. We're against all these Detroit teams. So once we adjust to the slower speed, we see a lot of zone in the OK Red, stuff like that. I think we'll be good and ready to compete in one of the best conferences in the state.
Also want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors. I know you connected with the Greenbrier for what they've done. I mean, our crew has never been more excited for a sponsor. You start talking golf with these guys, watch out. One of West Virginia's jewels, Greenbrier. What can you say about this place, and how quick can we get a tee time?
I'll try. I'll contact Senator Justice soon, but no, those are my guys over there. Senator Justice, his son Jay, that whole family. Baby Dog obviously is a national treasure to many people. Got to give a special shout out to JC Long, his grandson. But no, those are some great people. Those are some people I don't really talk politics with that are in politics, but some people I just work with and making great things like this happen. They were very generous to contribute. And then obviously you ask about the Greenbrier itself. That's one of the best places I've ever vacationed at. And I'll have to get you guys going on Sam Snead's course over there soon. I'll text him after I get off this interview.
Oh my goodness, you're the best.
For sure.
Mikey Wolford, he does it all. He's a 5-star at East Kentwood. Student assistant to the head coach. Got to get a classic, intern and everything. Congratulations on the win. Thanks for joining us.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
Back with more from the Gotta Get It. We're at halftime at Brother Rice in Muskegon.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
The opportunity for her to get the hands-on experience in the kitchen.
It really refuels his passion. He's cooking every day, all day. Every time they make something, he comes home and makes it all over again.
My time to shine. Got it! Splash!
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Lowering the shoulder.
swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Chad and Stick back with you. Some highlights from the first half. That was a splash city from Darryl Tompkins Jr. His only points in the first half, but it was Brother Rice coming back the other way, Stick. Look, they trailed in this game early, but they've controlled the game most of the way since, and the defense has been a big part of it, and this guy here.
Yeah, Lamb has been a big part of it. A couple takes to the rim and a huge block. But this is the guy that I've been impressed with in Muskegon, James Martin, working that baseline. But as far as Brother Rice goes, that is the man of the hour, David Williams, 11 points, 2 assists in that first half. 5 turnovers apiece for each team. And then you flip on over to Muskegon. Their leading scorer is James Martin, the guy that's been working that baseline and trying to catch some alley-oops. But this has been that mid-range turnaround jumper that's been really putting Brother Rice up ahead of Muskegon.
Brother Rice has limited Muskegon to just 5 makes on 25 shots. So, Brother Rice basketball left to right. Hamama with it. Brother Rice has 1 loss this year. It's to the #1 team in the state, University of Detroit Jesuit, who's in their league in division. Right wing 3, Splash City. That's Caffey with a little kick.
Yeah, and a nice inside-out game by Brother Rice coming out here in that second half. Rick Palmer, you could tell, drew that up in the locker room.
First points for Caffey, just his second shot. Rebound by Grays. Throw ahead. Caffey again, same corner, different result. And the ball back to the Big Red, the undefeated 8-0 Muskegon Big Reds. And it's a 9-point Brother Rice lead.
Yeah, Muskegon, it's going to be interesting to see how they elect to attack Brother Rice here in the second half. Austin Sonnenberg with a smile on his face, ear to ear, Chad.
He's got a plate full of Alfredo. My Lord, how can he operate audio like that?
Well,
are you having to run the board?
That's why I had to do it coming back.
Man, oh man. I'll tell you what, big dog's got to eat too, I guess.
Yeah, you got to get it classic. Brings the heat with the food too.
Man, you're not lying. Caffey with high hands and a deflection. And how about the catch by the young man on the baseline, the videographer?
He saved the dude in the beanie from getting blasted in the face there. Heads up, and look, he's giving him a thank you.
Does he even know what he could have lost here without that save? Wow. Splash City. That's David Cross from distance, and it's a big one for Muskegon, who's cut it to 6.
Yeah, if Muskegon can get on a roll and hit a couple shots, they could be right back in this game. Just they have not been able to get it to fall so far this afternoon.
The laws of average tell you that they will shoot better than 20% in the second half.
Here you get another look at that inbound pass straight for the three-pointer. A nice looking shot by that young man.
Both teams with just 3 threes in this game. Has not been a storyline thus far, but the Big Red are a good three-point shooting team. Trevor Smith from Logan Hamama. Nice little 2-man game.
They've been trying to run that 2-man game a lot, but Smith has been at the top of the key. That time he was able to get himself down low on the block and use that size. Smith has some thick trunks on him too.
Yep.
Good switch defense by Brother Rice.
Caffey with a closeout. Shot no good, off the mark from Tompkins, who hit one earlier. Williams to Grays. Dead spot right 3 short. Trevor Smith is held, no call. And the rebound won out by Langston. Threw it away. Caffey down the avenue. Left hand lay it good. He's got 5 in this third.
And that's why Brother Rice this year has been so hard to beat. You don't know who's going to be the guy to give it to you. Early in the first half, it was Lamb coming off the bench. So far here in the third quarter, it's Caffey. They don't have the one guy you can key on. There you see the ball just gets away on that rebound, and Caffey just uses that strength and bullies his way down the lane.
He's known to be a shooter, but he can drive it. He shows there. 57% from the floor, 45% from downtown, and 80% from the free throw line. Rick Palmer says he is the epitome of efficiency. Had a slow start to the year, but he had a 21-point breakout performance against East Kentwood, of all places, where we're playing right now.
Full circle.
Yep. The game, of course, was down in Metro Detroit, but you get the point. James Martin spins it out. Pass out right wing, 3-ball, no. Big boy rebound from Langston. And back to the top side to Tompkins. Oh, Johnson on the deck, and that's an offensive foul, and that's because David Williams stood in there and took it like a champ.
Yeah, the official a little delayed on what he was going to call there, but it looked like a clear charge from my angle. Good call by the official. Taking your time, thinking about it, and getting it right. Here you see the aggressive take, and then, yeah, the forearm.
Little shiver, shiver. So Williams and Hamama, the senior guards, will play catch. Just 3 seniors on this team. Hamama rips, drives, kicks, Lamb, 3 right wing, splash city. 4th of the game, and Lamb has 7. Back the other way, tie up, ball loose, ripped out of there by who else? Lamb. 3-on-3 developing. And Lamb will wisely circle back and reset.
He has just played an excellent basketball game today, all the way around. There you see the backdoor cut, not able to handle it, but once again, a great basketball play.
Great basketball play from Trevor Smith, too, with that pass.
Yep.
And Lamb with an unlikely drop, but here's the kick. And the corner 3.
Very little rotation on that 3-ball from the corner for him. It was almost like a knuckler.
Phil Necro would love it. Pass to the mid-post, back out. Show and go. Martin, kick right wing, 3, no good.
And I was talking about it to Evan at halftime. Martin is doing Brother Rice a favor just by hanging out on that 3-point line. You are a big fella. Get down low, man.
Yep. Trevor Smith resides there for Brother Rice, so I'm sure he has some impact on it. But, I mean, you're right. The paint has been no friend of the Big Red in the offensive end.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you have your largest guy kind of lurking out on the perimeter, it's going to be tough to get those paint points.
Yep.
And listen, I'm not saying he can't knock down that 3-point shot, but let's establish dominance down low, then hit the 3.
Kind of like that. A pretty move for Trevor Smith. Lost it, saved by Thrower. He's out of bounds, but the hustle is noted. And so is the footwork there for Trevor Smith, who's much improved in the paint with his post moves like this.
Yeah, there you see it. Nice step through, a little too hard off the glass that time, but then he doesn't give up, able to get the strip. But that's where I want my big man, you know, and I'm a big guy, right? And I always didn't like when I was young, growing up playing basketball, oh, you're the tall kid, get down low. Like, I don't want that to be what people are thinking I'm saying, but you evolve from that. Start there, then work your way out.
Is that how stick came about?
Kind of.
Tall, thin, kind of. All right, there's more to that. We'll find out tonight. The rest of the story. Dead spot right 3, and the rebound pulled off by Hamama. Williams up the left sideline. David to the rack, kick out corner. Sebastian Thrower, 4-3, Splash City. Brother Rice turning this into a blowout. They're up 16 on the road against the number 2 team in the state of Michigan, as some might say.
Yeah, and Brother Rice, this is what they've been doing to teams all year long. And once again, another dagger from a different player. You never know who you're going to get it from Brother Rice.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Bing, bop, boom, boom.
That's the Brother Rice Warrior quietly having a dynamic start to their season through 12 games. State champs in 1974, private all boys, 539 out of the fine city of Birmingham. John Blackwell, you remember him? Well, he's doing some good things at Wisconsin, Stick. I mean, big time numbers, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5. We remember him doing great things, but good to see John continuing it in the Big Ten.
Well, Blackwell was playing with Williams and a couple other big-time players, and that's what we were talking about with Rick Palmer. Even though you have a Blackwell, you can't use them like you would normally because everybody else got to get a touch of the sugar too, as you like to put it.
That's it. By the way, Curtis Williams has moved on to Georgetown, and he's doing great things there for the Hoyas. Shot short, Trevor Smith with a big boy rebound. Rice in control.
Yeah, big rebound by Smith there. Sent another man flying.
Threw James Martin to the court. Alpha male in it down there.
Yeah, getting physical down low too now.
David Williams has reshaped that body. Patient Brother Rice offense eating up some clock.
Looks like they're trying to work it down low. They just can't get the passing angle. There it is.
Trevor, with time winding down and the shot clock, gets it off, and Brother Rice gets themselves to the line on a broken set.
Yeah, you could tell they were trying to get the angle to feed it down low to Smith, and they just couldn't do it. But you know what? Sometimes basketball gods reward you, and it just wound up there somehow. But man, Brother Rice up 16 on Muskegon.
Impressive. Still a lot of chicken left on the bone now. Brother Rice's big wins this year, they've taken down Detroit Catholic Central. They've taken down Warren Lincoln. They did that late in December, and they won by a dozen. They've also knocked off East Kentwood, De La Salle. The only loss to UAD, and a notable win in their opening game over Ferndale. They won by 36 points. Both free throws are missed by Smith. So we sit at a 16-point game with 2:07 left. And what do we have here, Stick?
Got caught on the baseline, just threw it off some Brother Rice players. A smart, heady play by number 2, Petty.
Ball out of bounds baseline. Excuse me. Left. Shot up short, but a foul, and free throws coming up.
Ooh, he must have got him low because up high, it looked like Lamb got all ball on that. He was coming with the help side defense. We'll get a better look at it here. See the cut. You're going to see Lamb come over.
Got him below.
Yeah, definitely hit him low.
But clean up top. Petty, a 3-year varsity player, comes off the bench but plays starter minutes. Can drive, can shoot. Big part of what this team does. As you get a look at the Gotta Get It Classic and the games that have finalized, Byron Center gets by Grand Blanc. East Kentwood surprises Renaissance. And Rockford takes care of De La Salle. Pass to the midcourt, stolen. Spin, layup, good. How about the pick and the finish by Tompkins? And the pressure applied. And a timeout by Rick Palmer before this thing gets a little too sped up.
Yeah, I mean, you're down by 13 points, right? You got, what, 9-10 minutes of basketball left to play, so you got to start thinking about possessions, and that's what Muskegon's doing, trying to force some extra possessions and really just get something sparked because they've been coming out here flat, and if you can get some easy points like that, it's a good look.
Well, Taylor's Home Care Services. This matchup is brought to you by them. And look, proudly serving individuals with physical and mental disabilities in West Michigan since 2012. And it's the mission of Taylor's Home Care Services to promote a comfortable place for growth. Miller Johnson sponsors today's game. It's where the growth in Michigan is at the core of their practice. Miller Johnson, located at 45 Ottawa Avenue in Grand Rapids. And there you see the game before us. Rockford handled it, and there you see the G of the game on the cover. Deservedly so, 26 points in the game.
Rockford looked really strong in that last game as well. I mean, when I walked in, it was 90-60. Rockford was handling business.
That's Chase Kaufman, your executive producer. Alex Westfall on replay in this game 5. Left wing 3 on the way. Splash City, his second of the game. And that is notable. The answer 3, no. Trevor Smith could save it, and it'll stay with the left side of the state.
Yeah, Smith trying to box out there and just kept boxing out without getting the ball, and it bounced out of bounds. But here's a nice look. Inside, outside. That is what's been working for Brother Rice. Driving and checking out.
And that is a lost ball out of bounds, and Brother Rice wants an instant replay. But they don't have that in high school basketball, so they'll have to settle for a makeup call, perhaps.
Yeah, but Elijah Langston using his size and driving down low. Look at that. He finally gets on. He's unstoppable if he wants to do that every single possession.
Yep. Rebound by Smith. It's his 7th of the ball game. Lamb to Smith with a hook pass to the corner. Sharon to the Sugar. Thrower. Throws it around the perimeter. Under a minute to go in the third. It's been all Brother Rice. The state is on alert and notice right now for the boys from Birmingham. Lamb rocks, drives, shot short. Trevor Smith has his back. And a lead up to 18.
And 8 passes on that one offensive set, Chad. 8 passes on one offensive set. It is tough to defend when that ball's moving side to side like that.
Rick Palmer said he didn't know what to expect going into this year. We had a pretty good fall, but we didn't know. We just put our heads down and got better. And they sure have gotten much better. Shot up and good. That's Tompkins. Brother Rice clears, 10 seconds to go. Sebastian Thrower for 3 again. Check that, it's Grace for 3 with 3 seconds left in the third at the horn, shot short. And Brother Rice with a 19-point advantage with a third quarter that they just blossom. 21-8 advantage in this third frame.
Yeah, and the 3-point line is where this game is being decided. Brother Rice 7 of 17 from downtown. Muskegon only 3 of 16. And it's showing up here on the scoreboard.
Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, Muskegon undefeated for the time being. They got a big win yesterday, and they're on the ropes right now, but this is a very proud basketball program. And how about the state championships? 3 of them, last in 2014. They were runner-up last in 2023, a couple of years ago. And look, this is a very proud program. You look at the stats. What do you notice so far in this game, Stick?
Assists, we just talked about it. 8 passes on 1 possession. Brother Rice has 11 assists on the game. Muskegon only 4. So it's really tough to get open if you're playing one-on-one basketball.
Hamama leads the way with 4 of those assists. He's their plus-minus leader as well. And Rick Palmer says he just does all the little things, draws the top offensive opponent. And lo and behold, doesn't care about his points. There's Mike Thomas. There's Mike T.
Looking smooth today, Mike.
And Wendell Henry, yeah. Mike he's got the scooter. I said he's the coolest looking Gilligan I've ever seen. Got that flop hat, the Hawaiian
You'd make
shirt.
a good professor, too. So there you go. We got a crew.
Okay. Hey, man, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Now, what else is surprising me about this game, you'd expect Muskegon to be dominating the boards. They only have, well, they're actually losing the board battle 23-26.
Yeah.
So that's kind of shocking to me, especially with all the size that Muskegon has.
Something you wouldn't expect.
But, I mean, look at these quarters. 21 points in that last quarter for Brother Rice to 8 for Muskegon.
They have heated up The Big Red did have a 4-point lead earlier in this game.
It was early second quarter.
And have not had one since. About that 5-minute mark of the second.
So Coach Palmer is 7 minutes and 50 seconds away from potentially getting that 100th win.
Yeah, congratulations in advance to Rick Palmer. 99 wins, looking for 100. This would be special. Greg Gray's adding to this special night. Big Red not done yet. Still fighting. Tough luck bounce out. Gray says, this is my pill. And this is our night. Throws it away. Hinkle with a steal. 3-pointer from Petty. No good. And the long distance shot from the Big Red, where they've been so good this year, just not there tonight. Williams lost it out of bounds with an on-ball pressure from Arquez Petty.
That's where that football background comes in for Petty. Just tough, gritty, doesn't mind the contact. He's just quick.
Hamama will check back in. And much-deserved rest for thrower. Spin, kick, corner. Rip, drive, nowhere to go against Lamb. Duck in, no good. And a big boy rebound for Brother Rice. Back the other way. There's the steal and there's the score. The Big Red are staying pesky. Tompkins with a rip and drive. And the full court pressure continues. Hamama splits the defenders. Kicks it to Caffey, right block, lost it, composes and lace it in. Jeremiah Caffey.
Yeah, and you like Hamama dribbling up the middle of the court, not letting you get trapped in the corners.
There's a whistle and a foul as the attack again from Tompkins. But Brother Rice right now up a cool 20 points with 6:20 left.
There you go, coming right up the middle of your court. That gives you options to pass to the left or the right. And there you see that young man, Caffey, holding on to the ball and able to strength it up and in.
Caffey with 7 points now. Brother Rice shooting 50% for the game. Muskegon shooting 21% for the game. Rice has knocked down 7 triples and 17 tries. Muskegon 3 triples and 17 tries.
Yeah, and that's the difference in the game, right? I mean, you add 4 more, and all of a sudden we got ourselves a ball game in 12 points.
No good with the free throw. Trevor Smith says, I'll take it myself. I don't need no stinking guards. Brings it up the court. Maybe he does need a stinking guard. Arquez Petty to the rack, blew the bunny. Trevor Smith says, all right, there you go, guard.
I thought Smith could have had a shot there, too. He got a little bit too unselfish. Oh!
Hamama trying to break some ankles out here on the left side of the state. And instead, he gets busted for a call.
That was a little bit of a late whistle. I thought he was already on the ground when that whistle blew, but man, you're going to get a good look at it here. There you see Hamama bringing the ball up the court and just kind of shakes him. That's an interesting foul call.
Jam Jan appreciated that crossover by Hamama. Got her up and all excited. A show and go from Lawrence. Back to the top side. Floater Tompkins good. Tompkins has played a nice second half. He's got 10 points in this game to lead the way for the Big Red. And we get a foul on the pressure from the Big Red in Muskegon.
Yeah, but I like the way David Williams attacked the press that time. He has been turning baseline. This time he turned back in, was able to split the defenders to force that contact. And there you see that nice little floater by Daryl Tompkins.
Part of his game.
Behind you.
Hamama to the hole, bump from behind, no call. They'll keep it, ball out of bounds, baseline right.
All-out effort right there by Petty. That's when the teammates got to be yelling at you, too. Shout out to Chris Armani Rose, working hard on the sidelines.
Oh, yeah. He was getting ready on the way up. Rode up with us. Caffey, dead spot right. Splash City. Jeremiah with 10. Rick Palmer with a timeout. 20-point lead. And Brother Rice is bouncing at midcourt in East Kentwood.
Yeah, it seems like everything is falling for Brother Rice in this game. There you get a nice little inbound pass, and there it is, setting them up.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Today's event is brought to you by Gotta Get It, a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. Gotta Get It facilitates programs and coordinates projects that provide opportunities for both youth and young adults across the state of Michigan, including Genesee, Kalamazoo, and Kent counties. Welcome back. Chad Bush along with Sam Stick Day. Brother Rice with a strip and a knock off the knee, and the pesky orange and black continue to buzz here in East Kentwood.
Yeah, active hands, just aggressive everywhere.
Williams spins out of trouble up the right sideline. Back to Hamama, the leader in plus minus. Kick, corner, Lamb three. No, Caffey comes flying in and finishes the assignment that he understood clearly. Shot short underneath, Travers Smith on the run. Lamb weaving around traffic. Lamb weaving to the hole. And Hamama returns it back out.
You could tell these Brother Rice kids like playing with each other. I mean, the backdoor cuts, they're moving the ball, they're having fun. There's no selfishness involved in this team this year. And I'll keep going back to it. That's what makes a dangerous team. And I know Coach Palmer, he was very apprehensive about me saying, come on, this got to be a fun thing for you, Coach. You don't have the star that you got. He's like, listen, I'll always take a 5-star. But yes, it's a lot of fun to have these guys this year.
He's loving these guys. James Young has the steal, gives it up. Back to James Lawrence. It's the James gang not giving up late in this one.
And to me, this is the young man that needed to get it going. And still, I mean, listen, this game is not completely over, especially with the shot clock. You're talking a couple possessions each minute now. It's not like, hey, someone could dribble it out for 4 minutes like we've seen in the past. But this is the young man that's the high flyer, James Martin. And he's averaging 13.3 points a game. And he's almost there, just reaches double digits. But only 2 people in double digits for Muskegon.
Yeah, he just hasn't had a lot of help today. Lamb across court to Williams. And Williams is tackled at midcourt with all good intentions, but James Martin guilty with a foul.
Yeah, when you're looking up and down the score sheet, just some balanced attack from Brother Rice. You got Grays with 12, you got Lamb with 7, Caffey with 12, Williams with 11, a couple people with 6. Just fill it up all over.
And another tackle on Williams. And that's a foul on David Cross.
And we'll be in the bonus before you know it.
And you think that's part of the strategy here?
I think it's, you got to inspire your team to be a little bit more aggressive. Now, are they getting a little too aggressive? Sure, but it's better than being too lackadaisical.
That's fair. Lamb for 3, long, but Brother Rice hustles down for the rebound. And a reset back out to David Williams at a fresh 25.
And a good job by Thrower on that. Sometimes when you see that long rebound, you get a push in the back. Ooh, what a take.
Williams around Foley at 6'8". How about it, David Williams with 13 to lead the building. 5 dimes to go with it. Attack of the 10, Glasser goes. That's James Martin with the bucket.
And once again, James Martin moving without the basketball. He's the cutter on this. They were able to find him. Number 10 was able to feed it to him, James Young. But see, look at moving without the basketball, and you create an and-one opportunity for yourself. He's really been the only one on Muskegon that I've seen doing that this game.
He's got offers from Western Michigan, Central Michigan, UAD, Bowling Green. Just an amazing athlete.
All the kids that have offers to UAD, I went to University of Detroit. Come on, play for the Titans. Come on, I'll recruit you.
Architecture major.
Yeah.
Sam Stick Day.
Yeah, we saw Rashad Phillips a couple days ago at Oakland University.
We did.
UAD legend.
Yeah. He was fun to watch down there.
Oh,
all-time leading scorer up until, what, 2 years ago?
And McCollum, I believe, took it over. Or, no, Davis.
Yep. Trevor Smith from close range, no. Lamb's got his back. And Cross has a foul.
And Cross took the brunt end of that foul, too. It looked like he got a shoulder right to the face. A little slow getting up. Basketball is a physical game.
It's been a busy week for the Big Red. At some point, Stick, does it start to wear on you? They've played 3 top 10 teams this week in Byron Center, Hudsonville, and now Brother Rice.
I mean, this game is tough to argue that it hasn't caught up to them, but I think they would tell you if they played their game, they could handle Brother Rice on a rematch. So I don't know, but you know that's the type of stuff you want when you're in high school, right? You want to play the best of the best week in, week out. You talked about Renaissance. I mean, yesterday they played King down in Detroit, then they drove all the way out here. Brother Rice yesterday played CC, now they're out here, and then tomorrow they're in Toledo, so their travel schedule's pretty crazy.
Really wild. Lamb to the line. This win for Brother Rice will move them to 12-1 on the year. Shot up and good.
Gives Lamb 9 points on the night to go with 4 rebounds.
Further challenges are ahead for Brother Rice. They'll have to take on Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Team that's been their nemesis over the years.
Some great matchups between those two teams.
And another one coming up in Birmingham in the next couple weeks. Shot short, missed, ball loose. And regathered. David Cross is fouled. The captain going to the line.
Well, you could not question David Cross's effort or his determination. He takes the ball, dribbles it all the way down the court, misses the layup, comes back inbounds, able to get his own rebound, fights through 4 guys, then goes to the free throw line. Look at this young man taking on the whole team and lays for like a split second to catch his breath.
His head coach, Keith Guy, compared him affectionately to Patrick Beverly. Says he just loves defense. He's a leader, loves to take charges, likes to get under the skin of opponents.
Nothing wrong with that. I like players like that.
Everybody needs somebody like that.
Well, and honestly, you know, say what you want about today's NBA, but they could use some Pat Beverleys, you know, a little more defensive-oriented guys, the guys that are just about the grit, role players. You know, NBA is going through a little bit of a struggle right now, ratings, and to me, that's part of the reason. You're not getting the duality of the game. It's just a bunch of guys that love to go out there and shoot threes now.
Yep. Cross also a guy that has to check the best offensive player on the other team, and that's a big responsibility.
And that's another reason why the Pistons are doing so well this year. J.B. Bickerstaff, what does he preach? Defense.
First. Yep.
So defense is important.
Keyshawn Hinkle, 3-and-D guy, triggers. Sets up a 3 for his teammate James Young, who's the quarterback on the football team. He's got an offer from Cornell in football. Where's number 10 in white? David Williams dribbling this thing out. Brother Rice is going to win this thing in a laugher. Did they have a chance to win coming in? Yes, some thought that for sure. Did they have a chance to win by 20 plus? How about it? That's Lamb with another one from the long land. James Martin answers with a trifecta in his own right. Timeout on the floor, will take it with him. 2:28 to go from East Kentwood. It's all Brother Rice representing the Detroit Catholic League tonight on the west side of the state.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
That's the apparel. That's the new swag. Stick, have you gotten in on it? 16 different brands. Got a lot of gear going around. Look at Austin Sonnenberg. He should be a fashion model. I should have to pay him for wearing the prep stuff.
Nice Nike quarter zip he's got on.
Yep, he came in with a Carhartt coat as well. We got all the gear. Find us. We're on YouTube. If you could please subscribe, that would be amazing. We'd love that. Follow us on our social media. Thank you very much for the follows, the likes, the listens. We are the Prep. Proud to bring you the Gotta Get It Classic from East Kentwood, Michigan. Grace for three, no. Trevor Smith couldn't hold on, but he was hit from behind. And the boys in orange and black from Birmingham will keep it baseline right.
Yeah, at this point, they're just really looking to drain the clock out and get out of here with a victory and go in the locker room and throw some water on your coach for his 100th.
Rick Palmer down there in the three-point stance, hands on his knees. Of course, he learned from Coach Keener, his mentor, when Rick was the point guard at Country Day. Caffey down the avenue with some bully ball, and he'll get busted for it. Hobbling to get up is David Cross with a sprained, or I don't want to suspect, some kind of injury, and you hope this is short term.
Yeah, and you know it's got to be something tough to bring down Cross. That is one of the tougher competitors that I think we've witnessed this year, especially on that one play, man. My goodness, what a tough competitor.
Kenya Foley, his teammate who just checked in, helped carry him over to the bench. Caffey will check out. Brother Rice will check into the ball game. Number 21, that's Sebastian Thrower. Shot up is long. Thrower with a rebound, and we're under 2 minutes left before this thing's official. And an offensive foul. Charge was taken.
Yep.
By Petty.
Lamb coming in a little too hot. He wanted that assist too. He wanted to add a couple more assists to his stat line today. But unfortunately, coming in a little too hot.
Yep. Dribble drive, left-hand shot, no. Trevor Smith blocked it. Thrower on the run. Back out to Lamb with 100 seconds to go in this one. Don't forget, we'll have our G of the game after this one's all said and done.
And that's going to be a debate this game. You got four players. Gray's got 12, Lamb's got 12, Williams has 13, and Caffey has 12. Smith with 12 rebounds, 6 points. It's going to be an interesting one.
It'll be an interesting discussion.
I know who I'm voting for, but I don't think you're going to give it to him.
Well, hey.
We'll discuss it off air, though. I don't want to put you on the spot. But I got a guy.
I got a guy. All right. Free throw up and good. Evan Stockton will return to the booth after this one's over, and will join Stick for the next game. And the games just keep rolling on. Grand Rapids, Northview, and Warren Lincoln, the state champion in Division II from a year ago. And that'll be a good one.
Yeah, excited to call that game. Warren Lincoln, man, that program, out of nowhere, they become the class of the state.
Yep. Wendell Henry, a big part of it. Their head coach. Left wing three, live and right roll for number 1, James Martin, the Division I offered guard and junior.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Martin's game. He's done really well in this game, moving without the basketball, and then when he needs to create his own shot, he has the ability to do so.
Isaiah Caffey is checked in. He's the younger brother of Jeremiah Caffey. He's a junior. And we get a whistle and a foul. Also into the game for Brother Rice is number 4. That's Ivan Stojakovsky, the junior at 6'4".
You are an artist, my friend.
Yeah, well, thank you. I've butchered a lot of names, but not that one. I think I nailed that one.
You nailed it. Or at least it sounds right to me.
Felt right, but I'm sure it's probably wrong somewhere.
20's checking in as well.
20 is Adam Tribal. He's a freshman. His brother goes to Orchard Lake St. Mary's and plays baseball.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder how many times that has happened.
A few times. His sister went to St. Mary's too. And his other brother went to Brother Rice.
Huh.
House divided. It happens. It's okay. Ivan Stojakovsky back the other way. Keep him. We need to get him more minutes. I want to keep saying this name.
Yeah. Rolls right off the tongue.
49 seconds left. Near side trigger for the younger Caffey. His name's Isaiah, a 6-foot junior. Tribal pressured and he throws it away. And a semi-dunk for Donnell Lawrence at 5'10", the wide receiver in the football team. Here's another steal. Showtime coming up. James Martin says this thing ain't over yet. Give me a highlight.
Well, we saw a semi-dunk, then we saw a full dunk by James Martin.
Stojakovsky leads the break. Stojakovsky misses the shot, but right there is Khalil Sanders at 6'4" to knock that thing back in. And how about this? A little pirouette from James Martin down the boulevard.
I'm telling you, Martin is a great player. He's been fun to watch in this game. He just didn't have anybody else show up to help him today.
Brother Rice by 16 and a bit of a stunner. Brother Rice wins it 66-50 behind 15 David Williams points in this game.
Yeah, great game by Brother Rice. Kind of, Muskegon started to take over in that second quarter, but then all things turned around and Brother Rice would not let off the pedal, and they walk away with Coach Palmer's 100th victory. Congratulations.
You bet. We're back with more in our G of the game as we roll on from East Kentwood in the Gotta Get It Classic right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Welcome back to East Kentwood High School. The Gotta Get It Classic. Game 4 is in the books. Brother Rice wins it 66-50 over Muskegon. And we're with our G of the game, David Williams. 15 points in the contest, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And the leader of this team is the point guard, congratulations on this win. Must feel great to beat a great team like Muskegon.
Yes, sir. We've been working so hard since the summer. We skipped fall league. We skill work every day, 2 times a day, and it's showing.
How have you been able to bring these guys together? It was sort of a new group, just 2 returning starters, you and Trevor. A lot of new guys and faces. Greg Gray's one of them. He had to fit in. What's it been like? How have you been able to help organize and galvanize this team?
We hang out a lot. We got that team chemistry. Now everybody fit into their spot. Nobody try to be like the standout person. Everybody, personalities match on the team, so it's easy.
It was great balance offensively as we take a look at some of the highlights, but I mean defensively, you guys really threw a wrinkle at this Muskegon team. What was the defensive game plan going in, and how did you execute it?
Man oh man and guard. Man oh man and guard is help side, and we got it done.
David Williams, the leader of this team, 15 points, 5 assists, and you helped get your head coach Rick Palmer his 100th win. What's it like playing for Coach Palmer?
It's amazing. He's a great guy, always there, helpful, any way possible, school, out of school, anything. He's the best.
He said, get this guy some offers.
Yes, sir.
I second that. Congratulations. You're on your way to great things.
Thank you so much.
There he is. David Williams, our G of the game after his big performance and Brother Rice's huge win, their biggest of the year over Muskegon. We're back with more to wrap this thing up from Grand Rapids right after this.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
This out. Welcome back, Chad and Stick with you. Brother Rice wins it 66-50. Stick, this was a ball game in which Brother Rice came out, did some things initially that you could tell they were going to hang in the game. And at what point did you start to believe that they were going to do more than hang? They were going to win this game?
Well, it was actually midway through the second quarter when Lamb got a steal, he's got a strip, and a couple takes to the lane. I thought he was the guy that kind of changed the momentum around. And then from then on out, it was just nothing but Brother Rice. Muskegon tried to combat it with the press. They got a couple steals, but just a little, too late. And Muskegon, their first loss of the season, coming against a very powerful Brother Rice team, who you said during the broadcast, the state's now on notice.
For sure. So Brother Rice with a win. As we move on to Game 5, Stick and Evan will have it for you. Brother Rice on the road representing the East Side, who now has back-to-back wins in the Gotta Get It Classic. And it sets the stage for Warren Lincoln against Grand Rapids Northview. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep. Have a great day. We're back in a moment. So long.